そうか。おはようございます. Well, as you can see, this structure that I was looking at yesterday, mm, was I looking at this yesterday? Interesting. You know what? I don't even recall. But yes, this was the bull flag. We broke out of it pre-market. We topped out at Adam Mancini's target and started selling before the market opened. We broke back into it. Yeah, this would have been a good short. And the reason why I figured this would turn around was because of what happened on VIX. And then we had this little rally before the market closed. But as you can see, overnight, it failed. We fell back to this level, which I believe this was the channel that we broke out of on Friday. And I was going to remove this if we broke below it. And here we have. So let's get rid of this. Now, Adam Mancini did mention, and I put this on Thinkorswim, not TradingView, but I don't think I'll be able to find it on Thinkorswim, but I'm going to try. We have a triangle here that's part of the megaphone, and the triangle comes down here, I believe. I think so. I think this is where it goes. I don't know. Purple. I don't think that's the right color. I'm trying to think of a color to set it up. I'll just use this for now. So this and this makes the triangle. This right here. And our supports are 4194 currently, but we're already here. And then I believe 417 something, I don't remember. But in all honesty, I don't really feel like trading today either, because again, I'm telling myself I'm only going to trade pattern breaks or something like that. Had I taken that trade but market close yesterday, that would have worked because of what I saw on VIX, but it was risky and definitely wouldn't be a good swing. Okay, so let's get rid of this now. That bull flag failed. And see if I can, I'm trying to see if I see something here, but I need to, the screen's too stretched. It's part of the bull flag I saw before, but I don't know. It's sort of like a descending pennant. I don't know, whatever. On VIX, why did I pick up my phone? On VIX, okay, it's time to get rid of this. Really, all I see is just a range between this daily and here, I guess. I don't see any other pattern that I can discern. No head and shoulders, nothing. So, yeah. The market is not telling me anything. I'm looking at my SPY and I don't see anything there either. I'm gonna go ahead and add that triangle on SPY though, if I can. Yeah, it looks like I kinda got it here. Even though I'm not gonna really be looking at SPY very much. And even though my work technically ends at 5, I stayed at the computer because I was doing something else and also trying to set up my YouTube video, splice the videos together and process it and whatever. So I sat there hoping to finish any work that was given to me after, because that often happens. I'm sent stuff to do, even though it's 8, 9, 10 o'clock. I guess with the expectation that I'll do it when I come back to work at 9, which I'm technically supposed to be working right now. Um, and I do have quite a few tasks to take care of. Well, that's why I picked up my phone, so I can open up the phone app. What was I saying? Yeah, so I stayed up to finish any work, but of course, Outlook, I can't stand Outlook, but Gmail's no better. Um, I did receive emails, but for some reason, Outlook didn't alert me. They just didn't show up. So, but in any case, I did close my email at 8 o'clock, and I've gotten like more than a dozen things to do right now. So, okay, half a dozen, I should say. So, I really don't have much of an analysis. Adam Mancini tweeted I should read his tweet. I should make a tradition of doing that. All right, I'm tired of reading that first sentence after last week's 103-point rally. I'm going to stop reading that. So, ES is building a messy corrective basing process. 4194 support as posted. We hit overnight and bounced. We did. Oh my god, dude. Okay, we hit at 145, bounced, so we're falling again. Defense here keeps bounce to 4212. That's next. 4221. Once we get above this, then the bottom is in. Bottom trigger, he says, live. 4188 fails, sell to 4166. So after 4194 is 4188, which here. So I'll get rid of 4191 and 4191. Yeah, I guess I can get rid of this one because we have this trend. I'm gonna keep 41. Why is this 41? No, I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna raise this up to 4188. Why 4188 though? God, I cannot get my body to fine motor skills. Everything's out the window. But I know for a fact it's because I'm not sleeping. I mean, I purposely tried not to drink much water yesterday, and I was thirsty for quite a bit of yesterday, and I made my smoothie with my dinner, and I had it around 8 o'clock, and regardless, I didn't even have anything to drink at night, even though I was a little bit thirsty, and regardless of all of that, I still ended up having to go to the bathroom shortly after trying to go to bed, waking up around, I don't know, 3 in the morning, going to the bathroom again, waking up again. I think I went 4 times overnight. I had to wake up and go 4 times. And then, of course, the piece of garbage. I want to use profanity, but I don't want to mess up my video. This human upstairs that I want to commit utter atrocities to drop something heavy on the floor like at 7 in the morning, which made me jump out of my bed. And before I started this video, they drop something else. Every day, at least 10 to 12 times, they drop something heavy on the floor. From 6 a.m. to as late as 1 o'clock, 2 a.m. All day. That's all they do. And now I lost my train of thought again. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm going to go ahead and today's Wednesday, choose a Friday's expiration. If I get some indication that we might be bottoming out, I don't know. I mean, but the only, like he just said, Adam Mancini just said, once we recover 4121, the bottom is in. But once we recover 4121, we would have moved a good almost 30 points. So yeah, I don't know, man. Recent SPY. Okay. I don't know. We'll do 422. I don't know. But that's ODTE. I don't know if I want to do ODTE. Man, I don't even see any supplies or demands haven't been created. We created a 30-minute demand yesterday when we bottomed yesterday, but that failed. And the fact that that failed kind of really gives me no desire to trade. You won't see it here on the 15, but it's here. Trust me, 30 minutes, I could just change it. It's a 30-minute demand that was formed. It was never retested. It's just a strong rally. And we almost recovered 4121, but sellers pushed it back down. And it looked like we were just chopping sideways before market closed. And I thought maybe overnight we can recover 4121, but no, that did not happen. 4194 was a key support area, so I have a daily here as well, and we bounced pre-market but rejected against this one of these May low clones, and now we're falling again. We're bouncing again. I don't know, maybe this line I found is relevant, so maybe this can form a demand and get retested and push up here. Maybe this is the point where it bottoms out. I don't know, but 4194 is important, so we'll watch it. But I'm unlikely to make a trade. And yeah, all right, I've said enough. I got to start working on a bunch of things. So I don't know if I even said anything since the market opened. I've been a bit busy, but Adam and Cindy just tweeted something now. Hold on. Open Twitter, go to alerts, click on Adam and Cindy, even though it's the only person I have alerts for. Today, 419488 was my key support in ES, and ES agrees, bouncing once here. Why do I always yawn when I'm trying to read or account? Obviously, I'm not getting enough oxygen. My brain needs constant, large amounts of oxygen just to barely function. ES agrees, bouncing here overnight, and tried again now. This zone is critical and determines how deep this current, I think he meant deep, this current dip in ES is going to go. 4212, 4221 remain resistance. Actually, I think 4205 is resistance as well, because look, this is where we sort of kind of almost bounced yesterday, but didn't quite make it. 4205, 4200, and now it's resistance. Also on VIX, it looked like we may, oh, I'm sorry, I still have this in 1030. It looks like we may have pushed ourselves down and then passed the daily. So it was looking good on VIX, but then we hit this resistance here, turned back around, and now we're fighting around this daily. Let's look at ES again on the 515. Yeah. So 4194 is a battleground area. Those need to break 4205, 4206, and then I think they're going to have trouble at 4212. Oh no, Adam and Cini says it as well. 4212 is going to be a problem. Then if they can break past that and get to 421 and break above there, then the dip is in. But I guess for me, that's good, because once we break past this, the next spot, the magnet spot, would be the top of the megaphone, which is just, it looks different on my ES as opposed to trading view, but that's always been the case. Good Lord, man. Yeah, my megaphone's like 4255, but Adam and Cini has it at 4275, and I do as well on my trading view. Let's take a quick look at that, because I don't think I've shown that at all today. Looking on the 4-hour, which I know is a huge mess, but this is the megaphone here. No, not this one. This one is is the one that's confluent with what I have on Thinkorswim, so I left this one. Plus, we've had a close rejection here twice. But this is the megaphone that Adam and Cini has. And you can see here, if I can move this over, and then, nope, I guess not. Oh my God, dude, Jesus Christ, man. I'm trying to show the top of the megaphone. Here we go. I'm trying to show the top of the megaphone and show the number, but the number won't show. But I guess I can do this. There. So 4275 something ish, that kind of area. So we should be working our way back up here eventually, maybe. All right, go back to the 15, reset chart view, whatever. And yeah, this is the triangle. That doesn't show as clear on Thinkorswim, of course. So top of the triangle and the bottom of the triangle is here. So yeah, this is a critical spot where we need to bounce. And look, I chose this, but this is Friday's expiration. So speaking of, let's take a quick look at seasonality. All right, so this is pretty much what happened. End of May, we had ourselves a little rally, but it looks, I thought June might be a little bullish, but this is very bearish looking, it seems to me. But if we follow the pattern for our megaphone as this fills in, then the first week of June should mirror what we expect to see with the rally to the top of the megaphone. Of course, once that megaphone is reached, we should see a rejection that that looks like what is here. But it looks like the end of June is very bearish, and we start getting bullish again up until July. So, So we may end up turning around here after all, but we may end up having to go down a little bit more to 4188, I think it was. And then maybe even lower to 4179 before we can come back up again. What was the other one? That was a 4177. 4175 actually, then 4166. I have a weekly at 4171. I don't have anything at 4166. I don't know what's significant about 4166. But I suppose that's where our rally began on Friday for the market open. All right, yeah, sorry, that was my update. Not much to really add. All right, jumped in the shower and I had expected a big move to occur, and not a huge move, but a move. Obviously, the screen's not showing what it's supposed to show as usual. So we dropped down. Wait a minute. Come on, man. Sorry. There we go. I'm sorry. I really hate Thinkorswim, man. Good Lord. All right. So I don't know if this line is the proper line. Maybe, you know what? Let me try something. Hold on. Could this be the line I should have been using? No, it doesn't really line up except for here, and that's it. So I don't know. Remove. So anyways, we had our bounce here at 4194. We attempted another bounce this morning, but ever since we hit 4204, it's just been selling off. Yeah, this is 15, yeah. So it's pushing down even further. And on VIX, like I showed earlier, we rejected off of this level, which, why did I create this again? Oh yes, because of here. This was the level that was created Monday, and then we had Tuesday. But anyways, I put this on here because it seemed as though it was a level that was being formed based on some of the action yesterday and also on pre-market Monday. and it was a liftoff point for Tuesday's sort of push. Oh, there's Adam Mancini. So we rejected off here, couldn't turn it around at daily, and didn't even bother with this hour. We just pushed right down here to the daily. So let's see what Adam Mancini has to say. After two solid 10-point bounce attempts off 4194, 4188, one overnight and one this morning, the level cracked in ES, which means deeper dip required. 4175 is next, then 4166. Coming into 4175 now with 4166 major below. So I tried to contemplate what makes 4166 special. The only thing I can think of is that it was the liftoff point for Friday's rally. So everyone who went long here and is still holding a position, they're gonna want to add to that position, or I guess how do I put it? Defend that level. So yeah, that's an important level. Not to mention the daily's near there. Wait, no, not the daily. The weekly below here. It's just above it actually. So it could bounce there. Let me see if I can figure out how to get this stupid chart to line up properly. Okay. So yeah, somewhere between here and here is going to be a major bounce, but a short today would have been a good play. A short off of the 4204 rejection. This is like the fourth or fifth story I've seen something like this. I don't know if it's the same story. I don't really want to read it. But because of the economy, more people are being forced to rent. And as I've told you from my experiences, I don't know how what experience other people have, but landlords are shady and lazy and only care about getting their money. They don't care about maintaining the property or doing their end of the bargain. So yeah, there's going to be plenty of landlord-tenant disputes coming up, no doubt. Anyways, come on, get off the screen, please. 4175 seems to have bounced for now, but I still think this might work its way down to 4166 or the weekly. But on VIX, remember yesterday, this is why I wanted to go long. We had bounced off, rejected off here and here. This could be another time that we reject. This could be the time to go long. And the irony is, this is Friday's expiration. 425 is what I picked. I could actually afford to get in here. But 4275 is not the major one. I'm gonna wait until we hit 4266 or something closer. I would rather see a test closer to the weekly level before I take this long. I might even put an alert here, speaking of which, but I'm gonna have to zoom way out to do that apparently, even though it's just on the bottom. All right. Well, here's what could possibly happen. Now that we just started a new candle, we may end up forming a demand here, confluent with a supply being formed here, just under the daily. So a fake breakout of the daily on VIX. and we can start our rally, pushing this back down and turning things around. Could be what's happening here. My concern though is how much is going to push. Only thing I can really do is wait for this candle to close. But again, I shouldn't even be trading. When I was in the shower, I think way too much in general. But in the shower, I go in overdrive thinking. And I remember a while ago, I'm talking almost like a year ago or something, I had taken a couple of trades that both, blew up in my face, like most of my trades, and I was infuriated because I thought these trades would work out. And it was an expectedly choppy week, and I was just so frustrated. I vented my frustration on this tweet that Adam Mancini posted, and I said that if I flipped a coin 10 times and I needed that coin to land on tails to make money, but if it lands on heads, I would get punched in the head. And I said that with my luck, 9 out of 10 flips, I would be getting punched in the head. It would land on heads and I'll get punched in the head. And the 1 out of 10 times that it would land on tails and I might make some money, it wouldn't really matter. It wouldn't matter because I would be knocked out cold with a concussion. That's how my luck was. And someone posted saying, "You're doing it all wrong, bro. Only trade when there's a massive edge. I only trade when we break out of a pattern or something like that." And he said that he's basically been standing on a sideline all week and hasn't traded at all. And Adam Mancini liked his comment. And I thought, but there's a contradiction here because Adam Mancini says often in his newsletter and in his tweets, he doesn't overtrade. He only trades a maximum of 1 to 3 times per day. Now, to me, that's a lot of trades. But then I have to remind myself that Adam Mancini has 20 plus years of experience doing this. He can see when a pivot point's about to occur. And even though he never mentions it on Twitter, he always mentions it after the fact, I guess for liability reasons. But he ends up taking a position large enough on these pivot points that he's able to scale out over the course of the next few days and get exposure for the entire move. He always says you're never going to get the entire move, but in reality he gets most of the moves because he somehow always manages to call the bottom. Not the actual bottom, but he sees it, and he sees it because it'll be a fake breakdown or false breakout. An important level would be reclaimed, or he would see that a certain level was getting accepted or something. He sees things that I don't see. I don't have the experience of seeing it, and takes a massive enough position that he can scale out. And as always, he takes out 75% of his position on the next resistance level, and then lets the rest ride. And he ends up making more money on his riders than he does on the initial position that he scaled out of 75%. Now, I've shown examples of that, how even with just 4 options, you can exit your position for the first 2, make enough money to cover your investment, and then let the last 2 run over the next course of that particular day or the next day or whatever, and you'll end up making more profits on those last 2. Or even if you just got 4 and you sold 3 initially, locked in your profits and let 1 run, the run runner might make as much, if not more, than the profits you made off the selling the original 3. So yeah, he can do that. I can't. 1, I can't see what he sees, and 2, my account's pathetically small. So yeah. So yeah, that's why I'm resolved to just stand by and watch, which I know isn't going to be very entertaining for anyone watching these videos, the 1 or 2 of you that actually watch these videos. But I mean, yeah, yesterday I could have made a decent amount of money had I traded here, but I still think this was a risk. The only thing I had to go on here was a demand formed and retested on SPY and ES, and then on VIX, a supply was formed and almost retested in Confluence with a daily where we rejected on Friday. That was it. It turns out that would have been enough. It was a right move, but still wasn't a lot to go on. Not like a major pattern breakout, you know? So like let's look at this for example. I still don't know what the hell the top part of this would be. To me, still it looks like this is the top part. But anyways, I'll leave that there for now. I don't know why I took it off. But here we have a test here, a test here. Now we have three things to look at. 4194 is an important level. We have a demand formed and retested. We have a daily. We have this trend. We have this trend. All of these failed. So once this gets down to here, if you can scalp, because again the next bounce point is 4188 and then 4175. So it's not much of, it's possible this will only move somewhat before turning around. So if you had the money and you saw this happen, you can take a short scalp, maybe the 417. Let's try 416. And this, you can probably get in at this candle. So this candle started at 1015. 1015. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty pricey, actually. I mean, even if I had a fat account, this is still kind of pricey. Let's try the 415. We get in after 1015. So let's say we get in at 145, just whatever. So $1,450. And that small little move, if this can get to 176, which it should soon, if you can sell there at 176, you've locked in $300. Well, it didn't go to 4176 after all. But that's the thing, like I said, Adam and said 4175 is a good possible bounce point, and there it is. The stronger one is below at 4166. It may still make its way down though. But anyways, going short from the bell though, when we rejected against 4205 would have been the best play. But other than the 4205 level and other than that one level on VIX, it would have been hard to know where to take it short. You know, I would have thought this would be the spot to take it short, but I mean, it still would have worked. The loss of this daily still would have worked if you got in at 10 o'clock. But the problem here is you would have to hope that it gets past this line. This wouldn't bounce again. But yeah, if you can get in at 10 o'clock just after that, at like 110, this is even better. But anyways, if, whatever, man. I'm not gonna lie, I've been watching this thinking about getting in. I wanted to go down actually lower to 4166 or near the weekly, but I don't know. I mean, supply definitely was formed on VIX, and we are definitely pushing down. So the thing is, even though this seems like a fairly decent move, as of right now, no, there it is. It's kicking in. I actually thought about putting in my buy-in at 20, and even if I could just scalp a few bucks, putting a sell at like 26, and it looks like that would have worked. The only thing that might be able to help me is if this candle closes and the next one comes back down and retests, and then I can kick it from there. I do wonder if Adam Mancini took the 4175 long. As far as I know, he's in no positions, or maybe he did take a position at 4194. But I wonder if he sold at 4204. No, I don't think he got in at 1 in the morning. Maybe he got in at 9 a.m. and then sold here at 4204. I don't know. I'll be curious to read his newsletters. Typically, I don't always read his trade recap on the newsletters. I'm more focused on the levels and the pattern. Because sometimes to me it just seems like he jumps in. If he'll give like 3 levels and he jumped in at X level as opposed to Y level or Z level, and I can't really figure out why. But sometimes he'll explain. It's like, oh yeah, once we lost level X, we went to level Y, and then a quick drop to level Z. But once we reclaimed level Y, and got up 8 points, then I went long. So it's typically that theme. All right, so now on the VIX, we're bouncing near that hour, which is causing this to fall. Which again, look, one moment this is a big green strong candle and down. Now we're back down to 19. And for all I know, this candle may end up closing in the next 2 minutes red, and we've lost the demand. Remember when I was dating my ex, who lives in Canada, I once showed her, I don't know if I made a video. Yeah, I took a video on my phone because I didn't have this, I didn't know about this recorder. And I showed her, and I was looking on the 1 minute. I didn't look at things on the 50-minute then. And I showed her how, a candle can go from green, like full green, big candle, to red, and just like, but this was like a Friday at 3:55. So the market was about to close any moment. And this is back in 2020, 2021. We first started talking around that time, and I showed her how volatile, how the candle could just be like woof, one big green and then woof, swing down to red. And you can, if you were in position, you can be up $50 one moment and then you're down like your entire position. And she had mentioned that, there's no way she can do it because it's just so volatile and crazy that it'll be overwhelming, the stress. And of course, back then, and even somewhat now, yeah, it's very stressful. It's very frustrating. Look, we created a 1 minute demand and pushed up, and there's a 1 minute supply and pushed down. Yeah, look at that, a 1 minute supply. But anyways, I don't do 1 minutes. We do 15 minutes. And as of now, this did close as a demand. Not a very good looking one, unfortunately. And the very next candle, this could be either the retest or the fail. This is a key spot here, somewhat-ish, but not really, because I still think the weekly below is where we need to go. And for all I know, this could be building a bear flag before dropping even lower. So what we'll want to see is, oh, there it is. I wanted to show VIX, but I want to watch this really quick. I'm thinking hypothetically if I had gotten in at 19, and if this retest can actually be effective and push up, maybe to 25, 26 like it did here. Yeah, it might do it. I should have gotten in at 19. know, I should avoid the temptation to go in, but yeah, this is giving me what I want. It's giving me what I want. I got the demand zone. I got the retest. I could have gotten at 19.18. And if the Bulls can pull this off and push this up to 4188 at least, this can go up to 30. And we are also bouncing off of a trend. But still not enough for me. I'm curious what the 425 strike on Friday would be. Friday is June 2nd, 422. I have to manually change it myself. 425.20. I guess what I'm thinking is, could this be the bottom? Could this be the bottom for the week? And if I get in on a Friday's expiration at 19, could I ride that option till at least Thursday or Friday morning? Now, ideally, what would be nice is if I had a large enough account where if I really believe this might be the bottom, I can take this long, multiple positions, like 10 positions at $200, for example. And if we can get a rally today, exit most of those positions today and hold maybe like 2 or 3 runners over the Thursday and Friday. But what gives me trepidation is that this retest has not resulted in a strong enough bounce as of right now. The fact that we're still hovering here worries me. But as long as it's not invalidated, it can. I mean, you know what? I take that back. I've seen it where this can drop way down here and make a new low of the day, but then the candle will eventually close above the demand area, and then the next candle will push, or the one after that, or the one after that, because none of them have actually, or I've actually seen this happen too, where we might end up making a couple more candles, and then we'll make another demand just below this demand. So who knows? I'm sticking with the original plan. I'm not taking any trades, and I'm not going to unless we break out of a major pattern. So no major patterns have formed here except for the break of this channel here this morning. Other than that, oh yeah, and I remember I had, what was it that we were looking at? It was the put, today's put at 415, or was it 416? No, it was 415. Good Lord. No, it was 417. You know what? I don't remember what it was. I have no idea. Whatever. And look, we're broken below the demand zone, so anyways, whatever. This is already too long of a video so far. Let's see how far this goes down. Alright, quick update. I'm gonna go make myself my smoothie for breakfast finally. So we ended up testing testing the daily again, creating another supply, which turned into a strong push here, strongest one. This is green push. Of course, we need to get past this hour. Any case, on ES, we formed another demand, which again, this happened closer to the weekly, which is what I wanted. I debated about getting in. I actually put in a buy-in at 15, hoping this will pull back, but I took it off. I decided not to do it. I need to stick to the plan of only trading big moves, but I could be wrong. This could be the pivot point for the week. This may well be the low of the week, and we may end up recovering later on this afternoon. Also, I hate trading between 11 a.m., 11:30 a.m. and 1:30 p.m. because that's usually when there's very little, if any, follow through. So I don't know. We have a supply just above here as well, something else to consider. And now that we've lost 4188, that's going to be a difficult area to get past, along with regaining this level, passing this trend, regaining this daily, and on VIX, we've got to, like I said, get past this. Oh, no, we did it. We got to get past this hour, we did it. So I guess next is this daily, and then we can get back to here and break past this. So I don't know. What do you think, guys? This is Friday's expiration at 425, and 425 on SPY is, I'm guessing, okay, I gotta go to 1030 maybe. Well, this is the, which megaphone do I have? Oh my god, I gotta go back even further. Let's do the 91 hour. No, the megaphone doesn't show properly here if I recall, but this is it. This is it. Oh my god, why do I still have this? Anyways, I plan on removing everything from SPY this weekend. I'm going to knock it out this weekend. And start from a clean slate with SPY. Or try and find my own patterns in SPY since it doesn't quite run the same as... and this, I'm going to get rid of this because this triangle was lost. Well, I'll hold it for now. Oh yeah, I'm definitely getting rid of this. Anyways, so I'm guessing 425 is where we'll shoot to on Friday. And you know, sometimes we have our rally on Friday. We did look earlier at the seasonality, and it does look like the first week of June should be bullish. The first part of June. I don't know if I could say week, but this first part of June is bullish. Once again, I'll pull it up. We'll zoom in June. So this was our rally for May. We did have that. Although, yeah, no, this is it. So some point in June, I don't know, we're supposed to be seeing a little bit of a push. I don't know how accurate this is going to be following the seasonality though. Unless there's some major catalyst, news catalyst, I think this is going to push. So yeah, I probably should have gotten in at 15. At least I'll be up $3 right now. I think this was it. My gut tells me this is the pivot point. And we may start pushing from here. I don't know. Yeah, I probably should have got in at 15. Well, if I put my buy in, I put my buy in at 15, hoping it'll pull back here, but it only went to 16, so it never would have gone back far enough anyways. But demand was definitely formed. The retest wasn't quite where I would like it to go. It didn't quite pull back as far as I would have liked, but I mean, with a strike this far out, it's almost 10 points out. And on Friday, you're not going to see much of a move here. But yeah, I probably should have gotten at least 16 then. I mean, I could still get in now. I'm here just running my mouth. There's no reason why I can't get in now. I think I want to see more of a push, but VIX is running well. I mean, we've now we're well below that 1 hour, and we're already approaching that daily. So yeah, this is pushing pretty strong. Every time I want to jump in, I keep getting that voice saying, no, follow the plan. You're only trading major breakouts of patterns. And I don't want to show Adam Anthony's newsletter because this is a paid service, but I don't think he'll mind if I mention one small part, but he mentioned in the paragraph, if I recall, that you should only be that the best, most the trades with the highest edge are those that result from a fake breakdown at a major level, at a pattern break, or breaking out of a major range, a long-term range, you know? So, yeah, man, I don't know. I'm not gonna trade. Let's just say we did a hypothetical and we got in at 17. Let's see what happens. One option is 17. All right. Um, one, two, three. Now four green candles working its way. The more I look at it, the more I think, yeah, I should probably put my buy-in at 16 and see if I this might be the turnaround. I don't know. You know what? Let's try it. Now that I put it though, my buy-in again, it's gonna leave without me. Also, I've mentioned it before, when you buy options further out in the expiration and much further out in the strike, um, generally you won't get filled unless I do like a buy market, which I don't want to do because then they'll fill me at like 19 or 20. Yeah, it looks like likely my chance to get in is gone, and so be it. I still think this is kind of a risky trade. Well, I have a couple more assignments I gotta do. Oh, I just added this, didn't I? Yeah, it's the same motion, but it's a different date. Okay. Um, I don't know. Should I take this back off again? I don't know, man. I keep having like this internal battle to take this back off and just walk away. But my gut tells me this is the pivot point for the week. This is going to be the low for the week. My gut tells me we may see this thing rally later on today and then push on Thursday. Well, I better take it off now soon because it looks like it's going to turn around. Although I highly doubt I'll get filled, but since I've said it, watch I get filled. Yeah, no. Man, I wish I was wealthy because actually right now it's nice and cloudy outside. I don't know why I have a craving to do this, but I want to quickly chug my smoothie. Um, I've The one thing that's cool about living on the beach is that you can take like a canoe or whatever it's called, and paddle. Although I'm not a fan of the water, especially deep water, but it's good exercise. I've actually seen people on the larger canoe type boats. I assume they're from a particular school or something. I forget what it's called, but like multiple rowers, all of them rowing, and I guess they're training. But it's good exercise, or at the very least, get on a bike and just ride around, because this building is right off of the boardwalk, and I really probably should get into the habit of getting up in the morning and going for a jog. Although I can't stand jogs, I'd rather do like 10 sprints than do like an hour-long jog. But I think I saw a study recently that stated that high intensity interval training interferes with muscular hypertrophy more than just doing steady state cardio. In other words, if you lift weights and look, it did hit 16. So if I did have it down at 16, I probably would have gotten filled, and then it popped back up. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Am I gonna find myself angrily regretting myself for not taking the trade? I want to take a look at TradingView on my iPad, see if anything reveals itself there. No, I'm not at any trends that I can see on TradingView. For me, on TradingView, this yellow trend is like way up here. But yeah, the research shows that those that do high intensity interval training are more likely to it's more likely to interfere with muscle growth. So you got guy A, two twins, guy A, twin A and twin B both do the exact same um, hypertrophy, strength training, whatever you want to call it. Their workouts are exactly the same. Their diet, all things being equal, the only difference is one does high intensity interval training. So let's say they do sprints, like 10 sprints with some rest in between. The other one just does like, a mile long jog or something. Apparently, the high intensity interval training interferes with muscular hypertrophy more so than the cardio, which I find interesting. I find interesting. But I can imagine why, because if you do high intensity interval training, it requires more muscular usage, right? Than than if you sprint, if you do some hardcore sprints, you might feel soreness in your core, in your arms or whatever, if you really push yourself. But if you just do a light jog for you know, 20 minutes, I don't think you're going to be feeling anything in your core, anything like that afterwards. You might even feel sore at all. So it makes sense. And me, when I'm training, I hate steady state cardio. I hate long jogs. I like doing sprints, but I specifically choose to do my sprints several days away from when I'm doing any lifting. So I don't know. I want to look at that research better. But yeah, I don't know, guys. I think I'm just gonna walk away from this. So I might regret it. I think I will regret it. I think I'm gonna find myself hating myself. I think later on today we're gonna see this thing push up to at least VWAP and possibly beyond. And we may work our way back up to 4194 for the day before the day closes. And then we might see a push overnight and Thursday, whatever. I don't know. I don't know. So I don't know. I'm still holding on to the hypothetical we got into a 16 and see how this goes from there. I don't want to make this video too long. Look, no matter what, this thing would not go lower than 16. There it is. Now it's going through. Yeah, I'm probably gonna find. I'm confident I'm gonna find that I'm gonna regret not getting in at 16. Now here comes a push. It was like it was waiting for me, give me plenty of opportunities to get in at 16. I wonder how much the 24 one would. I don't think I can afford that one, but I'm just curious. Probably gonna be twice the value. Oh, look at that. So I could have got in at 23 at the 2-4 strike. Did he even consider that? That would be even better because I would get more of a profit on the smaller moves. Yeah. Also, another way of looking at it, and again, this is why I get so annoyed trying to figure out which option to use. If I chose the ODTE, and what are we at SPY? We're at 416. If I chose like the 418, let's see how much that would be. No, I don't think I could have afforded the 418. No, 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 I couldn't have. At no point could I have afforded the. Only maybe here, if I got in all the way down here at 25. This is the only time I could have gotten in. Unfortunate, because this would have been a nice push. If I could have gotten 25 and sold at 45. Did we get to 45? Yeah, we did. 46 even. Hmm. And we continue to push off of that 1 hour on VWAP right here. This is where we've been chopping for a while, but we pushed off of here. And again, this is where the supply was formed. This is where I should have gotten in right here when I saw this happening. If I had gotten in here, obviously I couldn't get the 418 ODTE. Likely I would have to go for the 419 ODTE. But see, look at that. We go one strike out on today's option. One strike out. We go from $25 to $9. But the highest this thing got to looked like it was maybe 18, which is not bad, I suppose. Oh, look at that push down. Wow. Bear stepped in and said, not today. Let's go back to our Friday's expiration. Damn it. We're back down to 17. Is it going to hit 16 again? I really wish I can learn more about what Adam Mancini says when he says a level is being accepted. Because sometimes the price will hover above a level and it hasn't broken. And then it would eventually rally, and Adam Mancini would say that, it's because the level was being accepted or something like that. But then there's times the price will hover above a level for a long time, and then finally it breaks and falls. And then Adam Mancini will say, um, you know, Bulls had their chance to bring it up, but they didn't. They failed, and he felt that price was going to eventually fall. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, sometimes when price is going sideways, regardless of whether it's above or below a particular level, sometimes he'll say it's accepting, and then other times he'll say that the level was going to fail because it's been there, it's going sideways for so long. So I have no idea how to determine when it's going sideways. Does this mean that it's probably going to start to rise based on the sideways move, or is it going to fall? You get what I'm saying? But yeah, this was a big fake out. So look, if you were long in any of the positions I had said, this one or the ones I showed before, if you didn't sell right away early, you're probably going to lose whatever. You're going to be back to zero depending on, unless you got in at the very bottom here, you're gonna be back to zero. Now this could be just a fake drop and bulls are gonna turn it around. It's still possible. That's still possible. And generally speaking, this candle isn't closed for 7 minutes, but whenever I've seen a big drop like that and it quickly recovers, I think that's what Adam Mancini is saying, that it's a fake breakdown. And usually these are the moves that turn around for you. That's when you jump in, when it turns around. When to jump in, I don't really know, to be honest. That I don't know. But you saw the Bears tried to shut this down and the Bulls stepped in. If I had to guess, the safe bet would be to wait for this candle to close, but still at 6 minutes away, and then to step in. Because if the Bears failed to have dropped this, to knock this down, Bears failed to invalidate this supply, this demand that had formed, and Bulls are still defending the 4175 level. That tells me this is a good sign for the Bulls, right? At least I think so. So again, I don't know, if I was big money man and I couldn't do futures, I was doing options, I probably would go in long, right at 15 or 16, 100 options, and see how the rest of the day plays out. If it goes from 16 to say 26, preferably 27, then I would sell a majority of those options, 75 options, lock in close to $1,000 of profit, and let the rest ride. All right, let's see what happens. I'll be back later. When this candle closes, I'll be back. All right, candle closed. There we go. Next candle's pushing up. So a quick dip, 4176. We didn't make another low for the day. Bulls protected that and pushed this back up. So we go from 15 to 18. I know, not a huge move because I'm looking at Friday's expiration. Actually, I should have, now that I think about it, when I changed this to look at the 24, hold on. Why does it look like that? Okay, from 23 to 26. Really? So the same $3 move on the 24 strike as the 25 strike? Interesting. How ballsy would this be, though, for me to get in at 25 in the hope and expectation that over the next day or two, this thing's going to rally? I'm trying to see a pattern. Oh, I think I see it. No, it shows much clearer on SPY. No, no, I'm just trying to find something when there's nothing there, probably. No, there's no patterns right now. I'm just grasping for straws of patterns. I can't verbalize what's in my brain. I'm grasping for strands of patterns from the tapestry of chaos. That's what I'm trying to say. But again, I can't fully articulate it, but my gut tells me, based on what we've seen on VIX, let me try and articulate it. VIX, we failed to get above here, here, and here. This is the third time's a charm test. Here was a strong sell-off. Here, I mean, for at least for VIX, here was also a strong one. It's not so strong here. It's not so strong here, but it is happening slowly. So it's a slower reaction, but a reaction nonetheless. So I think this is going to be the bottom for the week in terms of the VIX. Now, in terms of ES, this has been a pretty big sell-off so far. We've gone from 4243 down to 4173. So I don't know what the math is there. 70, I think 70-point drop, a 70-point sell. So we've lost half of the gain that occurred on the rally of last week. So if we're going to continue the rally based on seasonality, then this might be, well, the pivot point. We're above the weekly. We're at a level that was given by Adam Mancini. We formed a demand. Demand's been retested. Demand is held. Everything in my gut says that this is going to be a good trade for the long. So I don't know. Maybe I should have jumped in at 23 here in this big sell-off. 23, 24, whatever. I don't know if we're going to get this rally today. I don't think so. Or we might get it tomorrow. But again, the other problem is, even if I did get into this and I tried the swing, I can't stand swings because they're so unpredictable overnight what's going to happen. News can come out overnight or early in the morning that can change the whole dynamic. But I don't mind swinging if I was swinging after having made profits. You see what I'm saying? So, but I have a feeling that this today might work. If I had gotten in, let's say here at 23, and if we can manage to push this up to VWAP, this will go from 23 to probably 33. So why not sell there? Now, of course, the question is, why not just use ODTE? Yeah, you're probably right. If I had gone in long with the ODTE at 418 on this, oh no, that wouldn't work. No, was it here? When did this sell-off happen? Yeah, it was here. It had to have been. This was the 1245 candle. Yeah, 1252. So when it dropped down here, I could have got in here on the ODTE at like 25 maybe, and I'll already be up $10. So yeah, man, that would have been the better play. Lock in $10 profit and call it a day. That's what I should have done. I didn't even notice this on this dip down here. You might be wondering why did it just suddenly here randomly turn around? I have this level here on VIX, which saved us here. Where else has this level saved us? Here, here. Well, I don't mean save. You know what I mean? Just where it turned things around. I don't know why I say save. It wouldn't save you if you're going short. But yeah, look at that. It's pushing down now. So wow, when this thing popped down, I should have considered today's expiration and gotten in. That would have been beautiful. I could have gotten in at the very bottom here. Or if I would have waited till this candle started, which is 1 o'clock. Oh no, I couldn't get into that candle. What am I saying? Couldn't afford to get it anywhere except here. From here below. In fact, this tail down, this little drop, was the only time I could have gotten in. But there it is. It's pushing. And that's what I'm saying. When you have these quick dumps like this and it quickly recovers, that's an indication to take this long. I also didn't pay attention because I have my work email screen open and it blocks my SPY 30-minute chart. But if we look at the SPY 30-minute chart, we formed, yes, obviously we formed the same demand I was talking, well, I mean, we don't have to look at the SPY 30-minute, it'll be the same thing on ES, sorry. It should show the same way, but on the 30-minute candle, we formed a 30-minute here demand, and this is at 6.65. This is a good retest here, a really good retest. And look, it's pushing. Let's go back to our original Friday one. You know what? I don't wanna. I should have just stuck with the ODTE. I can't do swings because I only have I can only buy one option. So I should have just stuck with today and looked at jumping in today. God. Because I was saying earlier how if I got it at 25, I could have sold at 45, 46 and made 20 bucks today, doubling the account. And here we had this strong dip and I could have gotten back in here and rode this up. Technically speaking, I should have got back in here or here because I had strong confidence this was going to push. Although technically speaking though, I could only afford to get in at this very bottom. So yeah, this was a gift. This was like, hey, once it dropped down here, I should have just put in a buy-in as quickly as I could and got in at 23 or 24. And yeah, I still think this is going to push up. At the very least, we're going to get to VWAP or the bottom of this channel. Yeah, I don't have a lot of experience trading, but I saw it. I saw it and I kept saying this is going to turn around. This is going to be the turnaround point. Just based on the way the price action has been sort of happening. And then I mentioned that we formed a demand here, but we may end up forming another demand just below. This is going to hit 41 soon. But yeah, man. That's 42. I should have gotten in. Damn it. Now we're pushing the daily finally on VIX. And this will be if I was in a multiple positions, this is where I would sell at this daily. Either that or VWAP on ES. I don't know if VWAP is on SPY. Oh, we broke VWAP on SPY. We just did. So that might be part of the reason why we're finally pushing a little bit more. So yeah, I would definitely sell at the daily on VIX and VWAP here. If I was in multiple positions, I'll sell most of them and then leave some runners. So let's say we hypothetically got in at the bottom of this candle. Let's say we waited, we're hesitating, and we got in 10 options at 30 for 300. Now we can sell, I don't know. Well, I probably would have already sold at 42, 43. 8 of those 10 and made 80 bucks. And then held on to the last 2 to see how far this goes. But we are at the daily now on VIX, so this will be a spot where things might turn around. But I don't know. I mean, we did form a demand on VIX earlier today. We formed a demand here and then held up. But I think today we might get, if we can break through daily, we definitely can get at least to here, close to it. But yeah, I should have known to take this long. But now I'm curious. I want to know how far that June 2nd option went. Oh my God, man. It still only got to 19. So on that big sell-off, you're gonna get in at 15 and made a whopping $3 minus the commission. Whatever. All right, and we're slowly breaking down under that daily. So yeah, It's looking good. Definitely should have jumped in on this fake drop here. Oh well. What can you do? By the time I realized what was happening here, again, I probably couldn't have gotten in anyways. The only possibility is on the I could have gotten in anything below 26. That's where I could have gotten in. And we're talking about 1 minute candles here, so I had less than 2 minutes of opportunity to get in on this drop. So, but I had confidence that this was going to turn around. I guess this shattered my confidence a little bit. But if I had held on to that confidence and jumped in here, like I said, yes, 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 over and over again. I hate when people do this, repeat themselves, but this was the chance to get in. It looked like we were about to dip below that daily on VIX, but not anymore. We're back above it, but whatever, it doesn't matter anymore. This was a good time to trade right here. This was the go spot for such a choppy day like this. This was a good chance to make some profit. Anywho. All right, everyone, here we go. Like I said, this was going to be the pivot point. And we just knocked out 55, 56 here. So if I had switched to an ODTE, got in at the right time, held up until now, could have made 30 bucks. Or if I got in at 16 on that options for Friday, I need to copy and paste. I'm so tired of trying to switch this around on my own. It's still okay. Oh, we broke 19. We're now at 20. But if by chance bulls are successful in reclaiming 4194, which is going to be the important level. In fact, again, if I was in multiple options, let's say I did do this. Let's say at 16 I got in at 100 options, not 100. Let's just keep it simple, 10. So I got in at 160. The logical place to exit, although we have to assume and hope that VIX will be able to push below this level. So we did just for a moment make a new low for the day for VIX. So really speaking, if I did get 100 options at 160, man, I would have to hope that we make a bigger move than this. Any sell now will be too early, obviously. I would have to hope that we get up to 194 at the least, before selling. But if we used our OD, you know what? Let me copy and paste this. Copy. Nope, that's not what I wanted. But you know what? Screw it. I just don't care. I don't feel like going back to the other option anymore. Yeah. I mean, yeah, if I had gotten in at 16, I would be up just $4. I mean, and if I sold now, I'll only make $3 with commission, which, hey, profit's a profit. $3 on my tiny account is still, like, I don't know, 8%, an 8% gain or something. But the ODTE would have been better. That would have been better. And you know what I could have done too, now that I think about it? I could have taken one strike out on the ODTE. So I was looking at the 20, or was it 19? I was looking at 19, or was it 18? I was looking at 18 on the ODTE. I could have switched back to a 19 in the anticipation that it's going to start to push. And I could have gotten in Hell, I could have gotten a couple options at 11, it looks like, and then put a sell at 21. I made 20, well, 18 bucks minus the commission. And there we go. On VIX, we've just broken below that level I was mentioning. I don't feel like turning it right now. Let me just show you whatever. My gut tells me to trade, and I just make all the excuses not to. But yeah, we've broken down here, so we're pushing. We are pushing. Oh, is this? I hate this app that I'm using for to find a roommate. There's two apps I'm using, but this one's the most common one. And it tells you you have a message. It keeps telling you that people are sending you messages, but it's not you personally getting the messages. It's that when someone posts something called a blast, or I think what it was called, a megaphone, whatever message, that everyone gets it. Everyone in the area gets it, which is so annoying. Even if they're posting about a room that they have, you get it. So the app is so asinine. But anytime it shows the person's name, if it's a female's name, I know it's not meant for me. It's one of the general blasts. Oh no, I'm wrong. This one is actually meant for me. I'm shocked. Oh, but if it is a female, generally it's a female who's of Latin descent, and it's one who's like in the late 40s, 50s, 60s, because you have to be out of touch, clueless even, to think that someone's gonna offer a studio, a waterfront studio in Miami Beach for 400 bucks. I mean, are you a moron? Are you stupid? Uh, oh, time to use Google Translate. This actually is not a not an older person, but um, I have I have to use Google Translate because even though I know what she's saying, this first one is, "Hello, I'm interested to move immediately." I don't know when this one was sent. I don't recall seeing this message before, but that was the first message. And it doesn't even say when it was sent. And then once again, "Hola, me interesa." Hola, I'm interested. I mean, hello, I'm interested. M strikes back. What does this mean? Okay, I gotta take care of something for work. Whoa, look at that turnaround. That's it. That's what happens with ODTE if you don't sell right away. But I wonder if I should jump in this. But no, we're getting close to 194. That's why. I wonder, I wonder, I wonder. See that sudden pause? It's gonna push one way or the other. It's cause we're at VWAP. That's why. It's just I didn't even notice it. I'm such a moron. All right, I'm gonna risk it. They're not gonna fill me. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. Anyways, all right, let me finish this work. Want to see a slap in the face? Remember I was trying to get in at 15 or 16 and they wouldn't fill me and they just left without me? Look, and look at this one. A sudden spike up to 55. So here we go. Could have just almost doubled my account if I could have gotten in here at this little pullback here. I kept saying it. I kept saying that my gut was telling me this is going to turn around. Didn't listen. Did not listen. And if I had stuck with an ODTE, let's go back to the 418 that I was looking at earlier. Oh my God, dude. Right, here we go. So the pullback here at 21, if I had gotten in here at this little dip, could have gotten in here and held up until now. We're up to now $80. So forget about just doubling my account. I could have tripled my account here. And the Friday expiration, once again, let's go back there, June 2nd, and that was 24. I even thought about getting in. Remember I was saying how we can pull back and I can get at 25, 23. Well, so again, let's go back to 25 because that was the original one, the hypothetical $16. So hypothetically, we got in to 100 options at 16 or 10 options at 16. We finally made it to VWAP. We've pushed beyond that. But again, look how pathetic this is. The highest we got to was like 24. So, and remember I said 4194 is where you would want to sell. So, oh, and I've always noticed too, whenever I get inundated with work, that's when the market does its biggest moves. When a market's chopping sideways, then it seems quiet here at work. But then once it starts to really push and rally, that's how I start getting, and this assignment's going to take me a while. Anyways, whatever. I had my chance, I missed it. What can I do? All right. Um, like I said, you would want to sell at 4194 because that was the level of support that we didn't want to lose this morning but lost. So we're back to square one. I think Adam City tweeted something similar, but nonetheless, this was the move. I said that this was going to be the bottom more than likely. We got a retest here, and I stupidly didn't get in. I could have. I mean, I did try to get in, but they wouldn't fill me, and it left without me and jumped all the way to as high as 35. So if I could have gotten filled at 15 and set my sell at, although knowing me, I probably would have been greedy and set my sell at 36, and I would have missed it, but whatever. I mean, I would try and get out again, and I still would have been profits. It never went below 15 anyways. So yeah, um, this was the time to get in. I don't know if bulls will reclaim 4194. Maybe, I don't know, but yeah. So here we go. Yesterday, I had a pretty strong gut instinct to take it long here, and I didn't. And today, I had pretty strong gut instinct to take it long here, and I didn't. It's funny how when I take trades, most of them burn me, and then when I think I should take a trade and I say no, I'm not going to because I'm following this pattern, doing this reason, waiting for the biggest edge, da da da. Well, here's two opportunities to make money that I missed out on. And I'm telling you, right, as of right now, between Monday and today, I see no patterns. I see no major patterns, no lines, no nothing that we're on the precipice of. So, yeah. I just realized I'm here yakking about how I missed my opportunity, and as I'm making that last video, I think this was happening. We're selling off, and we bounced off of, God, maybe zoom back. Look, remember this line I made? Bounce, 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 fail, back into the line, bounce, right above VWAP. I could have gone long here at 1920 and made 50% of my account right here. Oh, man. Why am I such a moron sometimes, man? All right, bulls achieved taking over 194, and it's just pushing. And I keep showing that 4125 Friday expiration because that's all I could afford. But if we're being realistic, I don't have to get into that one. I could have gotten into 412, 423, or 424, even just one option, one strike in the money. And if I had gotten in back when I should have, let's say I got in at 25 for 10 options, all right? Sold 8 at, I think I said I was going to do 36. Did I use this one or was it something else? Yeah, I think I used this one. I said, oh, I can sell at 36 if I got it at 25. And there we go, 80 bucks made right there. And then hold on to the last two options and see what happens tomorrow and Friday. Anyways, I think I'm gonna not make a video for a while until near close because it's already gonna be long enough. And I shouldn't feel embarrassed, but I kind of do. I'm making these videos and I'm just not taking any trades, especially when I think I should, and I keep talking about how I should, and I don't do it. And I keep repeating, oh, I think I'm gonna hate myself if I don't take this trade. Da, 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 da. However, though, having said that, the $25, the 425, I mean, if I had gotten it at 16, we'll be up a whopping $8 right now. So I just, I mean, it's still something. It's still something, but I should have chosen the ODTE. That would have been the play, without a doubt. 418 today. If where is it? This sell-off that we had here, I keep saying it again and again, but if I had seen this and had confidence in my plan and got in down here, this would have been a wonderful trade, man. Wonderful trade. And we're still pushing. Anyways, so check this out. Okay, this wasn't here. Hold on. I decided to go back and check my trading view because I'm thinking, usually my trading view is on point with my trends. That's why I got trading view, because the trends are usually on point. But I had removed a trend that was here, I think because Adam Mancini had removed it, or either I moved or removed one. So watch this. Clickety, cloneby, movieby, touchaby. Okay, so I know it doesn't look very clean, but I think this works. I like this. So yeah, if I had moved this, but I mean, there was no real reason to, and if I had, I probably would have moved it probably a little bit lower than it is now. I just moved it up so that it can touch, but anyways, I'm looking for justifications as to why I should have taken the trade that I should have taken, because I said over and over again I should take it, I didn't take it, and now I'm hurting myself for not taking it. Yep. This blows me away. I have no excuse for not paying attention, but it dipped down here, and I'm like, I could have gotten in here, I didn't. It dipped down here because we're having these sell-offs where we're trying to struggle to keep 194 or full 194. We sold back down, and I thought, you know what? I should probably get in and see if we bounce. And I don't. Look, I could have gotten at 20, sold at 31, made a quick 10, done. I had not one but two opportunities, three. Well, when did this happen? I don't know, whatever. One, two, I don't know about this one, but three opportunities to get back in and try along, but I didn't. Anyways, I think I should step away now. I've been sitting here for a long time. I only left to make a smoothie, shower, and that's it. I've been sitting here this whole entire time, and I gotta step away from the screen for a bit. And it's supposed to be pouring rain today, but it's not, so maybe I can drag this old body out to get some workouts done. Or maybe I should sit here and see if we retest 4194 again. Maybe what we're doing right now is we're bull flagging before I push up some more. God, sorry. This computer somehow cannot separate screens from windows from one of my screens from the other. No, because I think what might be happening here is we're forming a supply. But we are. I gotta save this document. All right. Oh, hold on. Let's see. we're just below a level on VIX that it looks like is sort of serving as a rejection to help with the bounce right now. It's like it won't go down as low as before. It's odd. It did. Oh, but that was earlier. That was earlier. So this is 14:30. This is when a candle just started down here. So this candle started down here and worked its way up. So that's where I could have gotten at 20 and then sold when it was up to 33, 32. So what may happen is this candle may close and the next candle might be the one that pushes up. We are currently in the money though, I think. This is 419. Well, we're at 418.5. We're almost there. But I mean, if we reclaim 40194, the next spot we should go up to is 4204, 4206, one would think. All right, I don't have time to wait. I'm just gonna submit this report really quick. It happened again. I'm trying to catch up on this work that just suddenly gets inundated on me, and I'm watching, and I saw this pulling back, and I'm thinking this thing is either creating a bull flag or a triangle, and I thought, you know what, I should just put a buy in at 20. Well, if I did put the buy in at 20, I wouldn't have gotten filled, but 22. But I think this thing's about to pop one way or the other, and I'm tempted now to go ahead and put a buy in at like 20 to see if maybe we can dip down, but I don't think it's gonna. If it does dip down to 20, it's probably gonna fail and fall. I believe that once this has been taken over, that bulls are just gonna try and keep it chopping here sideways before pushing further up. The problem is we have less than an hour left of the market, and if they don't push this up, if they fail, or if they end up closing at this point, this is going to become worthless because it needs to go in the money, and it's not. Last I checked, we were just out of the money. Yeah, we're at 418.3, and this is a 419. So unfortunately, I don't know. But watch, see, I could have gotten filled in right now. Now I'll be in the negative, but I may be wrong. Bulls may turn this around and pop this right back up. I gotta pay attention to my work because I'm forgetting what I'm supposed to be doing, and I'm behind in something. Let's see. Let's see if I'm right. I'm in at hypothetically 20. Let's see if the Bulls turn this around or if they end up losing 4194 and this drops. All right. So we're not bull flagging after all, maybe, but we could still probably bounce at VWAP or this level here. Anyways. Wait. There it is. There it is. Anyways, I'll come back and we'll see what happens because I gotta finish. Okay, we bounced at VWAP, confluent to this, so I was right. Man. But if this doesn't start to push and rally, and look where we rejected on VIX. So we broke past this level and we're doing okay, but fell. But this level comes with, I guess, with this SMA, but we need to push this back down. Don't know if that's gonna work. But if I could get in here at 15, and if this can press back up to 4194, then this can go to maybe 25, 26. But theta decay is getting strong now. We have 1 hour left, so this is a foolish time to be trading. Great. Unfortunately, I'm betting I have to prepare that unopposed order. No, probably I'm gonna have to do the notice of appearance. All right. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. This was the move right here. I've said it again and again, but it's unfortunate. I remember I was even saying how, oh, we have a supply forming here. No, 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 no. That was the time to take the move. Oh well. At least the good news is there's a couple trades I thought about taking that I would have lost money on, especially this one here. When I wanted to get in again, if this came back down, I had put in a bind at 20, remember? Very glad I didn't do that because I don't know. I probably would have sold angrily down here. But if I hadn't, I'll be patiently waiting and hoping this can turn around. And then the question is, when do I sell? Oh, yeah, it's pushing. It's pushing. So I could break even here if I had gotten in at 20. But if I had put a buy-in just at or below VWAP or this channel here, the bottom of this channel, maybe I could have gotten in at 11, 12 for a couple options and then sold at 19, 20 if it can push up higher. I don't know. Man, that was a damn good song. Danheim, Treffing, Unavegar. I don't know, but this is a badass Viking song right here. I wish I can play it, but unfortunately YouTube will punish me for doing so. But it's a nice song to listen to when you're warming up about to work out. And yeah, I listen to weird music. I try not to be in any way cliche. I think being cliche is boring, unimaginative. Mm. All right, enough's enough. All right, last video. I stood here and just watched. I'm trying to do my language lessons and not doing a very good job at it because Duolingo loves showing you words and things you barely learned as a test. Um, we never drop below VWAP other than here. And chop, chop, chop. I watched and I thought, you know what? It wouldn't be ballsy to just jump in here for a couple options at like 8, 9, whatever, and then this thing will have a final push at the end. Wouldn't that be funny if that happened? And look, this thing just peaked almost to 38. We went from $8 to $38. I could have gotten a couple options here just to see if this thing will do some final push and double my account. So, yeah, I said that this would be the bottom of the week, more than likely, and there it is. So anyways, I'm done.